This is Lord Puck of the House of Puck. I'm doing a review on the changes to heroes and villains in the Bespin DLC that was released yesterday morning. As you can see, I'm testing the ranges for Dengar's Sticky Bomb. It requires a direct line to the target. The target must be in front of you in a direct line. If it is too far to the left or right, it will not target and lock on. It will not stick to them. The damage is only 24 per sticky bomb, and the initial sticky bomb will throw you off to the side. So I'm not sure why people think it's OP. The Hurricane Strike has a slight bug going for it that if you finish the animation into Luke, it will one-shot kill him. Other heroes on PC, it will do an excessive amount of damage. On Xbox, it's not an excessive amount of damage. It's a pretty medium damage. It requires all three abilities in combination to finish off a hero, which is pretty decent. That's pretty balanced in my opinion. Lando has a disruption that will overheat weapons for heroes and infantry. That can be negated by performing a cooling flush almost as soon or before you get disrupted. Now, some people are complaining that the disruption is OP because it disables your star cards and it overheats your weapon. As I said, from Lando, you can negate that weapon overheat by simply performing a cooling flush. Now, as far as it being OP versus regular players, most players don't know how to handle a new item. They haven't figured out that you either need to move or that you need to perform a cooling flush. Players have been asking for some type of way to disable enemy star cards or to stop spam for a long time on the Battlefront forums. Well, the disruption card does exactly what players have asked for. So now players are complaining that it's OP. It's not that OP, like I said before. It's just that players aren't used to it yet. The Emperor got a buff. His blocking has been increased to 7 seconds. He can fire his regular lightning for a lot longer now. I'm not sure of the exact time. I didn't time that exactly. But honestly, the Emperor did not need a buff. He was already OP in the hands of skilled players. Boba Fett got a buff as well. His flamethrower range, damage, and responsiveness was increased. However, the flamethrower responsiveness is not as good as it could be. It does need to be a lot stiffer in order to affect targets. As is, it still wraps around Boba Fett when he jump jets up or turns left or right too fast, and that's exactly what you have to do with Boba Fett. Pop and drop. Stick and move. And with his high mobility, that flamethrower is almost a detriment to him. It definitely needs a buff. These are my basic thoughts on these particular aspects. I'm not noticing any major changes or necessary nerfs other than the Hurricane Strike on the PC only. So far, everything seems to be okay for this particular patch, other than not liking the Emperor.